Good afternoon, parents, guardians, and students. I'm Dr. Terry Robinson, Superintendent of Tipton R6 School District. I hope this message finds you and your family well and able to rise to the challenges presented by the coronavirus pandemic. Our school district is a community of servants to kids, but over the past few weeks, due to this crisis, we've had to completely change how we can be of service to kids. I'd like to outline a few things we're doing to respond. Our high school and junior high courses now have online delivery from your child's teachers via Google Classroom. If your child needs assistance getting to Google Classroom online, please contact your building principal, Mrs. Leanna Metter. To support online learning, we've responded by delivering Chromebooks to students in need of computer access. We also have some teachers that prepare packets and learning resources in paper form, and these are being delivered via bus routes and via our school van. These routes are running 2 to 3 days per week. Parents can also pick up resources at their child's school only if necessary, but please contact the building office if you have this need. All of our building common areas and classrooms are currently being deep cleaned. That's every classroom, every surface, and any of the areas accessed by the public are now being cleaned regularly by our custodial staff who are on the front line and are doing an excellent job. We are distributing approximately 3,500 meals to kids ages 18 and under each week, and we have a small group of faculty and staff volunteers and our OPA food service working together to prepare and package these meals 2 or 3 days per week. If you need these meals, please contact your child's school office. This week, with the generous free support of our local Como Connect, we opened a free outdoor Wi-Fi hotspot open to the public in our Circle Drive. This hotspot is accessible to anyone in the community. We ask everyone to please observe social distancing, and if you can, stay in your vehicle while you access this free service. Our educators have begun using online video conferencing via Google Meet to contact kids when possible. We're no longer using Zoom virtual meetings due to a lot of security concerns in our nation. Probably the worst thing about this crisis is this. It's very difficult for us to maintain relationships with our kids. And we know, as you know, as parents and guardians, that educating kids is about encouraging them to learn and providing them with the compliments and the recognition they deserve. Our Board of Education and I continue to monitor all the news along with you coming from our state and federal government. The good news, it appears that we're avoiding widespread community infection in Tipton and in our county. And I believe we're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel if we hold firm to what we've been asked to do, and this is what has made a difference. To the senior class of 2020, we miss you. We have not forgotten you and your accomplishments, and we're not certain about when we will return to class, but let's talk about something important like graduation. You will have a ceremony. If we are free of state and local restrictions, we'll have a normal ceremony in May. If not, then it will be in June. And if not in June, it'll be in July. If it's in July and we still have to be under some restrictions, we'll have a modified ceremony within the guidelines provided by the CDC and our government. So the answer to your question, will we have a graduation? The answer is yes. However, right now we aren't sure which month it will occur, May, June, or July. And we're trying to have a normal ceremony if possible. We're tentatively planning to combine our candlelight awards with graduation only if necessary. Now concerning the important one to seniors, which is prom. We're going to handle prom essentially the same way. Once the restrictions are lifted for gatherings, we will set a new date in May, June, or July. And we'll try to set prom about 1 week prior to graduation. That might make it a little bit hectic, but I'm sure everybody had their tuxes and their dresses long before we canceled. But we haven't canceled, we postponed. I'd also like to give everyone an update on the Board of Education meeting last night. We considered our current directives from the state and local government. The board talked them through and they voted 7-0 to remain closed through April 30th, 2020. And they're going to meet again on April 29th to review if we need to remain closed beyond April 30th. there's always hope that we might reopen in May. In closing, I wish we could do more for our kids in our community. They're all our kids. Tipton kids are our kids. Building the future has never been so difficult the past few weeks, and we appreciate your patience and wish we could do more to serve this community at this time. I hope you have a good evening, and if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us at 660-433-5520 or at my email address, which is robinsont@tipton.k12.mo.us. Thank you and have a great afternoon.